The one question you absolutely need to ask before hiring a professional writer to write your resume or your LinkedIn profile. So I've been a professional writer since 2008, and since then I've talked to a few thousand different people about writing projects, writing their resumes, writing their LinkedIn profiles, and in many cases writing both. In this short video, I want to take you inside the process of how most people are evaluating and hiring a professional writer. And I want to call out the one question that 99% of the time people don't ask, but should be asking before making a decision of who to engage. Now, it doesn't matter if you're not actively looking for a job right now, and it doesn't matter if you're not specifically looking to hire a professional writer right now either. But the chances are, at some point in your career, if you haven't already hired a professional writer, at some point in the future, you're probably going to want to hire a writer for you. And when that day comes, I want you to know what question to ask so that you make the best decision and a robust decision for you. So here's how the process works when people are looking to hire a writer. Of course, they're going to do a bunch of research online. They're going to look at 5 or 10 or 20 or 30 websites, and they're going to shortlist down to maybe 4 or 5 different writers that they want to schedule a telephone consultation with to get to know that writer a little bit better. Now, when I'm on the phone, on the receiving side of that phone call or Zoom call, there are usually 4 things that people want to know. They want to know, what are my credentials and experience with resumes and LinkedIn profiles? 2, they want to know, how does the process work? 3, they want to know how fast they can get their final documents, the turnaround time. And then lastly, how much does it cost? Now those are 4 really good pieces of information that I know I'm just one of maybe 3 or 4 other resume writers are talking to and comparing. The problem with that information is it doesn't give you a chance to really figure out who's going to do the best job for you. So certainly, if you're looking for the cheapest resume or the fastest turnaround time, well, your decision's pretty basic, very, very straightforward. But most of the people that I get calls from, certainly the people that I attract as clients, they want the best quality resume they can get. They want a resume that they know is going to stand out compared to other candidates applying to the same jobs. They want to know that their resume is going to position them for a promotion or maximize their value in the marketplace. And in order to figure that out, you have to ask another question beyond those initial 4. And this is the question, I call it a quality question. And it's the question I would be asking if I was hiring a professional writer. And the question is simply this. You would ask the writer, what's your definition of a great resume? Or you might ask, what's your definition of a quality LinkedIn profile? What you're really trying to do is figure out what that person's standard of quality is. Because here's the bottom line. When you start the process of hiring a writer, you think you're hiring a wordsmither, just somebody who can turn a phrase and make you look good on paper. Or you think you're hiring somebody who's got a good vocabulary, better than yours. Or maybe somebody who knows how to format a resume better than you do. And maybe you are looking for that. But net, when you're actually making the decision of which resume writer that you've talked to you're going to hire, you're really hiring somebody else's standard of quality. You're hiring my standard of quality. And what you're trying to assess is, does my quality standard meet or exceed your quality standard? Because if my quality standard of what a great resume and LinkedIn profile is doesn't even come up to where yours is, you're basically wasting your money. But this quality question that I've outlined is the thing that you need to ask in order to compare and contrast which writer is going to do the best job for you. Because it doesn't matter how many years of experience I have or how many resumes I've written or how many testimonials I have. The main thing that you care about and only care about is, am I going to do a good job for you? And by asking the quality question, you can get to that answer in a much better way. Now, if you do ask that question, the answers you're not looking for are answers that the writer turns back on themselves and basically says, well, a great resume is one that's written by me, right? Or a great LinkedIn profile is one that's written by somebody who's got more than 15 years experience, like I do, right? You're not looking for that kind of information. And if you get that, then it probably says that that writer cannot articulate their quality standard, and you don't really know what you're going to get at the end of the day. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. If you have any questions about your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your cover letter, your job search, your career, send it to me. I'm happy to shoot a brief video and answer it for you. I'm David Pinkley, and we'll see you soon.